Hey guys, I'm going to take you through a tutorial today on how to do a Dutch braid. So there's two types of common braids. One is called the French braid and one is called the Dutch braid. The difference between the two are that the French braid sits on the inside of the hair, whereas the Dutch braid, like I've got here, sits on the outside of the hair. I personally like the Dutch braid. I think it's really cute. Plus, you can also do a few more up styles with it if you can learn how to master the Dutch braid. So if you've noticed any of those braided up styles where there's like a big fat braid, this is the braid that you need to get that type of look. So all you need to do is basically hold it at the bottom and you pull the hair out and make the braid really fat, and you can do it all the way up to the top, and then that's how people get that look of the really like large soft braid. So I could do that on this look quite easy, but I like it how it is for the moment, so I'm just going to leave it. But yeah, that's why I thought I would show you guys how to do this one first. So I hope you all enjoy.
Okay, before you start, you need to make sure your hair is nice and smooth and tangle free. I like to do braids on my hair when it's a little bit dirty, just because it makes it easier to control the braid. Use your tail comb or just your comb and draw a line down the middle of the head. You can put your finger on the end of the comb, which will help to direct the comb straight down. Section one side of your hair completely out of the way so it doesn't get in the way of you doing your braid. You can use a scrunchie or a clip. You can use the mirror to have a look at the line through the back of your head to make sure that it's nice and straight. It may look a bit funny if it's completely off. Take a small section through the front of the hair in a triangle shape. Direct the hair back from the front of the face because that's the direction you're wanting the braid to go. Do your best to split that first section up into 3 even sections. So basically what we're going to do is do a normal plait. The difference is you add in a section into the middle fingers every time you swap the hair into the opposite hand. So you basically transfer the hair into the opposite hand as you go along after you've added hair into the middle fingers. Add a section into the middle, then you swap the hair over onto the opposite hand, doing a normal plait movement. Make sure that you pull the hair nice and tight as you go, just to avoid any lumps and bumps. Add hair into the middle section and cross it over. Add hair into the middle section and you cross the hair over into the opposite hand, doing a basic plait movement. You're putting the hair into the same fingers on either hand as you go along. Add in another section into the middle fingers, keeping your sections nice and smooth, and then swap the hair over into the opposite hand. Add hair into the middle fingers, smoothing the hair as you go, and then you cross the hair over into the opposite hand. Pull it nice and tight. Add hair into the middle fingers and cross the hair over. Add hair into the middle section and then cross the hair over into the opposite hand, doing a basic plait movement. Make sure you continue to pull the hair tight as you go along. Add hair into the middle section and then cross that over like a normal plait. I'm hoping by now you guys have a basic understanding of what I'm actually doing with my hands and how I'm achieving this braid. You just need to remember that you are adding hair into the middle section and then swapping the hair into the opposite hand and basically doing a simple plait. If you want your braid to look really detailed, I would suggest taking extra fine sections. I would say mine are probably medium-sized sections. The larger the section, the faster you'll be able to do your braid, but if you've got the time and you want to achieve that really nice tight braid with lots of detail, make sure that your sections are no more than 1 centimeter max wide. Work your way all the way down to the bottom until you are finished doing the exact same hand movements. Once you've mastered this, then we get to do the other side. Again, just a reminder, make sure that you are pulling your sections nice and firm by pulling the hair that's coming through the opposite hand as you go. Once you get to the bottom of the braid, you then just follow through to the end of the hair doing a normal plait technique. Get an elastic hair tie and tie the end off to secure it. I like to leave a couple of centimeters of hair straight at the bottom. Once you are done, you can use your tail comb. I like to use the metal end to help smooth out any lumps and bumps. By using it in this fashion, you will avoid adding in any unnecessary back comb if you were to use the other side. It just keeps it nice and smooth. Apply some hairspray. The amount of hairspray you use will depend on how long you're planning on keeping your braid in your hair. If you want to keep it in for days, I would suggest spraying quite a bit of hairspray. Okay, back to the start again to finish the opposite side. Section the front triangle section into 3 even sections. Begin with your plait. You can do either 1 or 2 plaits to begin with, whatever feels comfortable, before you start adding in hair into the middle section. First section, add it into the middle fingers. And then swap all of the hair over into the opposite hand, doing a basic plait movement. Add hair into the middle fingers. And then swap the hair over into the opposite hand like a basic plait movement. I'm repeating myself because this is the way that I taught myself, was just by repeating the words out loud in my head, because the repetition made me remember what steps to do. It will become second nature quite quickly. Learning how to braid your hair can be quite tricky at the start. Persistence is key. You just need to keep on practicing. It's like learning how to curl your hair with a hair straightener, and then one day you wake up and you finally get it. To give you guys some perspective, I haven't braided my hair for, I would say, at least 10 years. I can easily braid somebody else's hair, but when it comes to actually doing my own hair, it's a whole different ballgame. I'm actually not too sure if you will see this technique anywhere else. I feel like I may have made it up. It still gives you the same result as the normal Dutch braid technique, however, I find it a little bit easier. I hope you guys find this technique just as easy as I have. Like I said before, just keep on practicing. Finish this section off exactly how you did the first section, making sure that the hair is nice and tight against the head. Finish off with your standard plait and a clear elastic. I hope you all have enjoyed this video and thank you so much for watching.